Shaykh, I'm going to take us to the final item that you're going to take on this desert island.
So this is a quote where I can't really remember where I've read it, but I think it's really helpful for myself and also for others. It's we decried others for their defects, but when we saw our own defects, we realized no one had any defects. So ultimately, it's about self-development. It's about your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's about you trying to become the best version of you, trying to work on your character, trying to continuously become a better person for yourself, for other people around you, for your community, for your family. And very often we get distracted by other people. We get distracted by other people's lives, what's happening in other people's lives. And we're focusing so much on other people and what they're doing or they're not doing. And we forget that ultimately Allah is going to ask you about you. He's not going to ask me about Dr. Aman. He'll ask you about you yourself. He's going to ask me, Amer Jamil, I gave you a life, I gave you health, I gave you wealth, I gave you X amount of years on the earth. I asked you to worship me. What did you do? What's your response going to be? He's not going to ask me about my mum, my dad. He's going to ask me about me. So if we spend all our time focusing on other people and forget ourselves, we're actually just deluding ourselves. And it's a trick of shaitan. So I love this quote because it says that if you become busied by yourself, it makes you oblivious to other people's faults. And if we were all just concentrating on ourselves, we wouldn't have time to be looking at the faults of other people. We'd be too busy trying to fill the holes in ourselves. And when you start looking inside, you're going to realize there's so much room for improvement. And this is the way of the pious predecessors. They were more worried about themselves and sorting themselves out than going around criticizing other people. So I think I read it actually quite early on in my journey, but it was all about, ultimately I have to do the best I can for myself. I have to build this relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will stand in front of him one day. There'll be nobody between me and him. He will hold me to account for every single breath I've had on this earth and what I did with it, and what am I going to answer him. And which is something that really drives me to push myself as much as possible to get as much done in this life so that I can stand with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when he says, what did you do? I can say, Ya Allah, I tried my best. I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that. I know it wasn't good enough, but I did it for your sake, in the hope that something that I've done with my life, you were happy with, and you're so happy with it that it'll overlook all my other defects and all my failings, and you envelop me in your mercy and give me pardon and enter me into the garden.
Thank you for listening to Desert Island Gems. Let us know what you think of the show and keep an eye out for special versions on McMuslim.tv.